All right, guys, we're going to do a brick takeoff here. Just a small building we got. It's a Starbucks. It's not really big. I can show you the elevations here. We got two different types of brick. One at the bottom here, and then a different. I don't know if it's different color, I guess, or whatnot yet. I haven't looked at the spec, but two different two different bricks, I guess, anyway. Um, and pretty standard throughout both I guess all four sides. um, so we're just going to make a short video here showing you how to use the brick assemblies in the parts within there. And I think we should actually, we're going to cover all of them except for the accent panel, I believe. So I've already got the pages open that I need, I believe. I've got my folders are already brought in. You've seen that in other videos. I'm going to start on the top left. I just like to start there and work my way to the right and go around. Just easier for me to keep track of it, I guess, just the way I do it. But obviously you can start anywhere. So basically, since this, since I would be starting here and going that way, but this is all one piece, I'm actually going to start right here and come up and go. So we'll take a look at that. Yeah, it's just going to be the same thing around that corner, it looks like. So we're going to have 2 foot of that BRA right there. So I'm going to draw it all out here on the floor plan. So I'm just going to take my brick assembly and drop it in my folder. And I was 2 foot, no scaffold. Just set your inputs here. I'll do that, and looks like we're good to go. And we got 4, and what's that one? 3 foot 4. The grid line is actually the outside of the brick. And let's see what they drew it at here. Of course, they drew it at 4 inches, so I'm going to hit that, so it actually draws my brick at 4 inches for me. And that will allow me to line up with the lines that they have much better. So let's see, we got 4, so that's going to be 310. And what was that one? 2. All right, so we line up pretty good there. And I do know that all the way up until this point, it is the same one there. So I am just gonna put that one in right now. And then from here around the drive-through, it's actually a different brick all the way up. So that's why I have left that out. Let's see if we can't find a wall cut. Okay, there's some of the stuff we need right there. Ties 16 vertical and 24. So we'll change them up. That's probably going to be pretty consistent throughout the job, I'm imagining. And the other stuff's actually going to be pretty good. I am going to switch this because I do know that there is colored mortar. And I'm just going to add a little note here so I can pick the color of the mortar. In the reports later on, I can change pricing depending on the color, whatnot. So Um, Boy, I'd like to see a wall cut of that. There we go. Drive through. And actually, at 5. Where's that at? So our brick actually goes all the way through there, and our ephes band applies to the front of it. Doesn't it? Yep. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to have to go to the top of that. So let's just check that height again, because we were 2 to there. So let's just go 2.8. So we'll switch our brick height to 2.8. All right. And what else did we have there? Weeps at 24. And the weeps need to be colored also. So again, I'll just add a note here so I can find this later and change them. We're already at 24. The cleaning's going to be good. And I guess we can go to 2,430 and see if we're missing anything. It blows it up a little bit more. Sure doesn't. So they got insulation in there. And no, so we're going to end up taking out the mortar trap. We're going to omit the insulation. I know the guy I'm doing the takeoff for is going to leave it out. I believe. Building wrap, mapping, flashing. Yeah. So yeah, we will leave the flashing in there. What do we got? Yeah, I'm just going to leave that one in there and leave that drip edge at the bottom. Appears to me they're missing a couple details, but that's all right. So anyway, so now we got it set up. We're going to be the same all the way around. And if we go to our elevation, we can see that this is the side of the drive-through there. We see that it's that different, or actually it's that same brick, just a different height. And I've looked, and the awning here does go over top of the brick. It's going to go through all that again, so we basically just need to find the top here. And we're going to be doing that. Where are we going to find that at? There it is. There's our awning. Section at drive-through, yep. And so we're 21 to there, minus 1.5, so we're going to be 20, 10.5. 20, 10.5, so yeah, basically we're just Because we already got everything set on this one, we're just going to duplicate it, change the height, and let's see, that's 2010, 3875, and we are going to need scaffold. Change the color, and everything else is good. It's actually the same brick, same mortar, just a different height, so we can draw that out now. And oh, that's right, we're back there. And we're going to go all the way through, so we're going to go 12 minus 4 and down 5, 2. Alright, so that picked up all that. If we refresh, we can see the bricks there again, or the quantity. We do have a couple spots where we got a couple openings there. So actually that opening wraps all the way around, which is all right. We can actually do that with what we already have. Let's see if we can't find. We got 9 EF. Well, it doesn't give us the window. Basically what we would do is just take the window from here all the way to the outside, and then from the inside to here. And if we make one opening, you know, it's going to stick out, you know, here, something like this, to pick up this area. But it's going to deduct the same for us, because the corners on the brick don't matter. So that's what I'm going to do, is just find out. I guess we got it right here. 7, 11 3/4, and then 2, 2.5. So 9, 9, 13, 9, 14 1/4, 10, 10, 2 1/4, you know, and find our height. You know, and we can either go to the door or window schedule, or you can see here that we're going to be 5 foot. So I'm just going to take the opening there, drop it in. And what did we say? 10, 2 1/4. That's going to guess 10, 2. I don't get that. And I'm going to say 5 foot. And window opening, show dimension. And we don't have that. There will be a lintel, almost certainly, right? So there that is. Yeah, there is no header, no sill. So yeah, there that is. You know, obviously this is what wraps around the side there, right here. You could do 2 separate ones if you wanted. They're actually showing some brick right here, which they're not showing here. I don't know. I mean, there really ain't, there's not any room for it. I don't know where it would be, because this is all full anyway. So, so yeah, there's our opening. Another way to do the openings, if you notice there, you could do it on the floor plan, and it would basically draw it out at 4 inches that way, and 10 2 1/4 this way, and put it in there if you needed to see it on the floor plan. So we'll continue going here down that side. Looks like we're going to be just that 2'8" again all the way down. Let's look when we turn the corner here. So yeah, we're going to turn the corner and go all the way to that window. Yep, that's what it shows. So we got that. Let's just grab this again, and what do we got? 40'8". And say our scale is just a hair off, but we know it's going to be 6. And then we are 11'4", so that's 11'2", because we're doing the center. And we're just going to jump across that and go finish up this other side. And let's see. And I'm going to stop there and go back and look. Yeah, we're basically going to go to the, actually we could just finish this lower brick. We're going to leave out basically the storefront, and we're going to pick up 2 pieces on the other side and in the corner. So let's see if we can get that. And then we're going to jump over 20. Let's get the window of 10. And that's it. That picks up all of our lower brick, all that blue. And yep, so that's it there. We recalculate that one more time. So yeah, we're good there. We've actually got that all done. Let's pick up our storefront here, since it's all its own elevation again. And of course that's going to be a different height. Actually 1810 minus 1.5, 18.8.5. So basically we're just going to take that one, duplicate it, because it's all the same brick and material. And we're just going to go so there's our 18.8.5. Change the color, and we'll just draw this out real quick. And well, it was 3.8 from there plus 4, 4. Okay. And obviously the opening we got, 1, of course. Well, maybe that's what that A is. Maybe that's, if we find the window schedule, maybe that's what that is. And it sure is. 14.8 by 7.4. header, certainly going to be that, obviously. And all right, there that is. So actually we are done with that one, because that's all that's coming out of there, because the EFS band goes over top of it. We're all the way up, and yeah, we're done with that one. We are done with the red one, done with the blue one. Now it's just a matter of picking up the rest of the, yeah, figuring out a height on that, because that height's going to be the same. That's going to be that. That's going to be that 18.8.5. Yeah, something ain't right. Didn't that tell us? Wall section at entry. Ah, I see. So they're calling this the entry, where I called it the storefront. Everything else is what the storefront is to them. So basically 27, yeah, it's basically going to be 27 feet there from the bottom up. So we'll just change this. So 27, we got that. Now it's going to be 18.8 on the remainder of the building there then, for the remainder that we don't have picked up, because that's 27. That was, what was it, 2010? Yeah, 2010.5, and yep. So that's all going to be 18.8 BRB. Okay, so we'll just duplicate that. And change that. Pick a new color. And we also got to change the, actually there's there's going to be no weeps. Or no, there's a drip edge. We'll check on that. But we got to change all this where we named it A to find it in the reports. We'll just change this to a B. And hell, I forgot to rename the brick itself. So yeah, and now we're at the bottom. We could bump around these windows. There's a couple different ways of doing this. Obviously, you could go all the way through it and just deduct the portion of the opening that you need, and depending on how many of each one I would have to do, I guess. Sometimes what I'll do is, I would draw out, basically this piece, and then I would grab a new height and just do this, and then I would have no deductions. If you do it that way, you got to add in the lintel at the openings, whereas if you just do it all the same height and just deduct the portion of the opening that you need, it will automatically have the lintel in there, which in this case I think would be much easier. So we're basically just going to go, yeah, we're going to go all the way around this building and just deduct three openings there. You got one little door there. So yeah, we're going to have like 5 openings, and just go, yeah, everywhere that we had that blue brick, we're going to go right on top of it, and actually through those. So we can't actually just take it and duplicate it because we're missing through the opening. So best thing we can do is just go around and snap right to the points and pick it up real quick here. Okay, so now we got that all the way up. Like I say, now we just need to deduct these few openings and then the size that we need. Really need to find out if that goes up in there too. These here probably go up inside those awnings. So now it's just a matter of deducting those few openings. And yeah, that's going to be it. So, I mean, there's, I deduct a few openings and I'm set. I got everything done with the brick. So there's, what are we at? 25 minutes here. 26 minutes. We got this whole building. So in 30 minutes, we got this whole thing done with all our deductions. We got our lintels picked up. Like I say, the one thing I did not do was rename this the BRA brick. But I got BRB, so it's either one or the other, obviously. So we got two different bricks, probably two different colors of mortar, obviously. So in less than right about 30 minutes, we got this whole thing done with our brick takeoff, and so yeah, by the time we do that, somewhere right around 30 grand. With no markup on it and whatnot. So, that's pretty quick. I think, picked it up pretty quick. And now obviously with having this drawn out, we can pick up our EFIS if some of you guys are doing that. If not, it's obviously nothing to worry about. So yeah, there's a simple brick takeoff there. The accent panel, if you run into those, basically what you can do with that is provide a separate brick if need be, and a separate labor for setting that brick. With an accent panel, it's going to be lower than a running bond or a stack bond pattern anyway. So you basically draw out the area of the accent panel. And a lot of times you're going to see them on the elevation pages. Draw out the area. It will deduct it. It'll deduct the brick and the labor from here, and then you add it back in here, so you can have the ability to change the brick and the labor there. Obviously, the brick band, depending on what you got, how many bands you have, what you want to call it there, and you can select the orientation of the brick, how you're going to set it. You can drop those in there. If with that being a linear, you can actually, say on this one here that we went all the way around, say there was a row lock band at, I don't know, 8 foot up or something. I could actually drop this into here, and it will pick up that linear that I have, and I don't actually have to draw it out. It would drop it in there for me. So let's see, miscellaneous area. That's if you're doing your brick takeoff on the floor plan like I did, and then possibly, say you have a peak up here that, a triangle that you need to pick up or something. That's where you would draw that little area in with the miscellaneous area, because it's so much quicker to do the linear on the takeoff than to try to draw out the areas, I guess, in my opinion. So that's what that one's for. Again, with the, I'll actually show you here one time with the opening. If we tell it we're doing it on the floor plan, it's going to show 14.8 wide and 4 inches tall here. So basically that's our opening. It's putting it to size, to the brick that we have, and you see there's the 14.8, and you would basically just, I put them right on top here, and And when I do these this way, I generally change the color so it stands out, you know. But you have the option to do it either way because again, sometimes you're not going to see the opening on the elevations. So, but yeah, that's it. That's a simple brick takeoff. If you guys got any questions, let us know. So, some of the other videos you might be able to pick things up on that you see us do with maybe the CMU or the cultured stone that you can also do with the brick. You know, we certainly haven't covered everything in there, but we've covered quite a bit of it. So if you got any questions, let us know. Otherwise, just keep checking back for our next video. Thanks.